One of the main reasons why a lot of people can't have great looking nails is that they constantly bite them. That's why in this video, we're going to share 7 proven tips to help you stop biting your nails. Our first tip is to use a stress ball or even a fidget spinner. Nail biting is usually caused by an emotional trigger such as anxiety, stress, or even boredom. And biting your nails is usually your coping mechanism for these stresses. Coping mechanisms are perfectly normal and healthy, but biting your nails isn't. It damages your nails and can even increase your risk of getting an infection because of the high amount of microbes found under your nails. So what you need to do is either avoid your stressors or condition yourself with new coping mechanisms to handle your stressors, such as playing with a stress ball, a fidget spinner, or even a pen when bored. Stress management and shifting your mindset to better handle emotional stress are the best and most long-term solutions, but they can sometimes take years to master. So in the short term, developing a new, less destructive coping method is ideal. To use a stress ball, you first need to know what are the moments that you are most likely to bite your nails. For example, if you know that when you study you tend to bite your nails, you should instead immediately start playing with a pen or a stress ball while you are studying. Our second tip is to apply aloe vera gel on your nails. Aloe vera gel has an extremely bitter taste, so much so that the name aloe comes from the Arabic word ale, which translates to shining bitter substance. And when it's applied onto your nails, it gives your nails that same terrible taste, which can serve as an effective and natural deterrent from nail biting. Now, having to reapply the aloe vera gel constantly is not convenient, and that's why I recommend using a nail biting polish, which can last for 2 days. You can check out the description to get our recommended brand on Amazon. Keeping with the same theme, our third tip is to rub bitter melon juice on your nails. Alternatively, if you can't get your hands on aloe vera, you can apply the juice from a bitter melon onto your nails as a deterrent to stop nail biting. Bitter melon, also known as bitter gourd or corella, is actually a fruit and is closely related to squash and pumpkin. But unlike most fruits, bitter melon has an extremely bitter taste, and because of its bad taste, it has been used as a traditional method to stop nail biting and also to deter kids from sucking on their thumbs. Now, some people might be sensitive towards this compound, so my advice is that you test a small amount of the juice on your skin before applying it in a larger quantity. Now, having to reapply the juice constantly is not convenient, and that's why I still recommend using a nail biting polish, which can last for up to 2 days. You can check out the description to get it on Amazon. Now, our fourth tip, and another thing that you can apply onto your nails, is garlic. Now, if you find the taste of garlic unpleasant, you should definitely consider using it as a deterrent to stop nail biting. All you need to do is chop a clove of garlic in half and rub it onto your nails and then let it dry for a minute. Using garlic is the least effective deterrent featured in this video because most people are already somewhat accustomed to the taste of garlic. But if you hate the taste of garlic, then this method can definitely work. Garlic also has a bunch of health benefits, and one of them being its antibacterial properties. So it will also help to keep your chewed up nails from becoming infected. Our fifth tip is to keep your nails short and well designed. One of the easiest things that you can do to help stop biting your nails is to keep them as short as possible. It makes biting your nails much harder. I mean, how can you bite something when it's barely there? Also, if you can, I would advise that you design and use nail art to make your nails look as nice as possible. By doing so, it increases your motivation to want to protect your design. The drawback, however, is that a very chronic nail biter, when faced with their stressors, might still end up chewing on them regardless of how short or how nice their nails are. The sixth tip is to cover your nails with a band-aid or to wear gloves. Pasting band-aids over your nails serve as a barrier to prevent you from biting your nails. You can also use gloves if you don't want to use band-aids, but the main aim is that you create a barrier between your nails and your teeth. Putting up a barrier over your nails is one of the most effective methods to help stop biting your nails. It serves 2 functions. One, the different texture from the material of the band-aid or the gloves would alert you when you unconsciously start biting your nails, and this allows you to develop a more positive coping mechanism. And 2, it protects your nails, so even if you assimilate to the texture and still chew on your nails through the fabric, it still serves as a physical barrier. You can check out the description for our recommended gloves on Amazon for your nails to prevent nail biting. Our final tip is to wear artificial nails. Instead of using gloves or band-aids, you can also wear artificial nails to protect your nails. The advantage of wearing wearing artificial nails is that it would look more natural and less out of place, and yet still provide great protection for your nails. However, the drawback is that most nail biters will still chew on artificial nails quite easily, since it has a texture that is quite similar to your own nails. So in the long run, it won't really help you to kick your nail biting habit. While gloves and band-aids have a different texture to your nails, and you can use this to condition and train yourself to more effectively fight against your nail biting habit. Remember that all of Easy Nail Tech's videos and articles are crafted by nail technicians dedicated to helping you have healthier, better looking, and stronger nails. And one of the easiest ways that you can help us is by subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Thank you very much.